So today's a weird one. We had this whole explainer planned out, we were deep into the research, and then we hit a wall. A wall so common, so infuriatingly universal, that we just stopped. And we realized that was the real story. So this is the explainer about the explainer we couldn't make. So what was this wall? We were on Inman.com. It's a real estate news site, just gathering some info for a completely different topic. And then it happened. We ran into something I absolutely guarantee every single person listening has run into probably more times than you can even count. This simple, almost cryptic command, verify you are human. It's just a little digital gate, a checkpoint that stopped us cold. And it really got us thinking. Beyond that little flash of annoyance, there's a huge, fundamental question hiding here in plain sight about our lives online. So yeah, we just ditched our original topic because the much more interesting story was right there in that digital roadblock. We had to figure out what the question was behind this gate, a question the internet asks us hundreds, maybe even thousands of times. I mean, really, why? Why this constant interrogation? Why does a news site or Ticketmaster or your favorite social media app care so much about proving your humanity? It seems like such a simple thing, but the answer, well, it pulls back the curtain on this massive, invisible war happening across the internet every single second. So to understand the gate, you first have to understand who it's designed to keep out. And we're talking about bots. These automated software programs that just roam the internet. And what's really wild is that they make up this huge chunk of all web traffic, an unseen majority moving at the speed of light. The difference in how we operate is just staggering. A human, we're kind of slow or deliberate, a little unpredictable. We click one thing at a time. A bot, though, it's instant, it's repetitive, and it can do thousands of things at once. Just think about it like this. While you're trying your best to buy one concert ticket, a bot can be programmed to instantly buy the entire front row before your page is even done loading. And they are not just buying tickets, not by a long shot. These malicious bots are out there trying to take over your accounts with stolen passwords. They're spreading spam and malware everywhere. They're scraping your personal info off websites, flooding product pages with thousands of fake reviews, and even completely overloading websites just to shut them down. They're basically the vandals and thieves of the digital world. Okay, so you've got this massive, out-of-control bot problem. How do you possibly solve it? Well, you hire a bouncer, a digital doorman whose one and only job is to check ID at the door and make sure only humans get inside the club. This is our human checkpoint. And that doorman has a name you've definitely seen before, CAPTCHA. It's actually an acronym that spells out its job perfectly. It stands for a completely automated public Turing test. That's a simple test a computer can give to tell computers and humans apart. It is literally a test designed for machines to fail and for you to pass. And man, this test has changed over the years. We all remember those impossible-to-read squiggly letters from the early 2000s, right? Then it became about clicking on all the pictures with a traffic light or a storefront. By the 2010s, it got way easier with that beautiful, simple, "I'm not a robot" checkbox. And now, a lot of the time, the test is totally invisible. And here is the secret, the real genius behind the modern version, especially that checkbox. The test isn't actually clicking the box. The test is how your mouse got there to click it. See, a human moves a cursor in a slightly flawed, slightly wandering, organic way. A bot's movement, it's perfectly straight, unnaturally direct. The system is watching your behavior, not just your answer. It's pretty cool. Okay, so we've met the bad guys, the bots, and the hero of our story, the CAPTCHA. But why does this tiny, sometimes annoying interaction actually matter so much? Well, it's about protecting the entire digital world we all count on, every single day. I mean, just look at the sheer scale of this problem. If you break down all the traffic on the internet, actual human beings, people like you and me, we make up just over half of it. And look at this. Almost a third, a staggering 32.3%, is malicious bots trying to cause trouble. Without that digital bouncer, the internet would be a complete mess. That little check mark is doing some serious heavy lifting for you. It's blocking bots from creating millions of fake social media accounts. It's stopping your favorite blog's comment section from getting buried in spam. It's protecting your bank login from getting hammered by bots trying to guess your password. And yeah, it's giving you a fair shot at buying those concert tickets. The whole philosophy behind it was put perfectly by one of its co-creators, Louis van Aan. The entire goal is to walk this tightrope. You want to create an experience that is as easy and seamless as possible for real people, while being a total brick wall for those automated programs. And that brings us right back to the beginning. We started with a simple roadblock, and we end with a really profound question for the future. As artificial intelligence gets smarter and smarter, it can write, it can make images, it can mimic human behavior almost perfectly, these simple little tests just aren't going to be enough. So the next great challenge won't just be telling computers and humans apart. It'll be figuring out how we prove who or what is actually real.